Millions of dog owners search, "Why does my dog lick me?" every single month. And almost every answer they find says the same thing. It means they love you. And that is true. But it is also the least interesting part of what is actually happening. Because your dog is not just expressing one thing when they lick you. They are communicating something specific. Something that changes depending on where they lick, when they lick, and how they lick. And there is one type of licking that most owners completely misread. They think it is affection. It is actually a signal that something is wrong. We will get to that at the end, but first, let's start with what dog licking behavior actually is and why the simple explanation does not come close to covering it. Number 1, it is not just affection. The affection explanation is not wrong, but it is incomplete. Licking is one of the oldest communication tools a dog has. It starts before they can even open their eyes. Mother dogs lick their newborn puppies to stimulate breathing, to clean them, and to bond with them. From the very first moments of a dog's life, licking is how they say, "I am here, you are safe, you are mine." That wiring does not disappear when they grow up. It just gets redirected. When your dog licks you, they are drawing on that same ancient code. But the message they are sending depends on context. Licking your hand when you come home from work carries a different signal than licking your face while you are upset. Licking your feet is different from licking your wounds. Each one is a specific communication. A study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that licking is one of the primary ways dogs attempt to communicate emotional states to humans. Not just affection, emotional states. Which means your dog is not just being sweet. They are trying to tell you something precise. The question is whether you know how to read it. Number 2, licking is dog body language. Dogs cannot talk, but they are not quiet. Every movement a dog makes carries information. The position of their tail, the angle of their ears, the tension in their body, and licking fits inside that same system. It is not a random impulse. It is a word and a language that most owners never fully learned. Here is what makes dog licking behavior different from other body language signals. It requires physical contact. Your dog is not just signaling from a distance. They are closing the gap between you completely. They are choosing to put themselves in direct contact with you. In the dog world, that level of physical access is not given freely. Dogs do not lick animals or people they are uncertain about. Licking requires trust. It requires the decision that you are safe enough to approach and touch without any barrier between you. So before you even look at what kind of lick it is or where it lands, that act of licking alone is already saying something. It is saying, "I have decided you are inside my circle. You are someone I will close the distance for." Number 3, what each lick location means. Where your dog licks you is not random. Location carries meaning. Your hands are the most common target. Hands are how you interact with your dog. They deliver food, they offer pets, they give commands. When your dog licks your hands, they are engaging with the part of you they associate most directly with your relationship. It is attention-seeking, bonding, and greeting behavior all at once. Your face is a different signal entirely. The face is the most emotionally expressive part of a human body. Your dog knows this. They have been reading your face since the first day they came home with you. When they lick your face, they are reading your emotional state up close. They are checking in. They are responding to something they detected in your expression, your eyes, or your breath. Your feet and legs often get licked when your dog is in a calm, content state. It is lower intensity than face licking. It is comfort behavior. Your dog is simply close to you, settled, and expressing that contentment without demanding your full attention. Your ears are a grooming signal. In a pack, dogs groom each other's ears as a bonding ritual. When your dog licks your ears, they are treating you as a pack member who needs looking after. It is one of the more intimate lick locations and usually means your dog considers you family in the most direct sense. Any area where you have a cut, wound, or irritated skin will attract licking because dogs instinctively try to clean and soothe injuries. This is biological, not emotional. Dog saliva contains compounds with minor antibacterial properties. Your dog is not being sentimental about your scraped knee. They are doing what their instincts tell them to do when a pack member is hurt. Number 4, when dog licking is a warning sign. This is the one most owners miss. Not all licking is directed at you. And when a dog shifts from licking you to licking themselves excessively, the message changes completely. Excessive self-licking, particularly focused on paws, legs, or a specific area of the body, is one of the clearest behavioral signals a dog can produce that something is wrong. It might be a skin irritation. It might be an allergy. It might be pain in that area. It might be anxiety. Dogs cannot point to where it hurts. They cannot tell you when something is itching or inflamed or uncomfortable. Licking the affected area is the only tool they have to communicate it and to manage the discomfort themselves. Research published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that repetitive licking behavior is one of the most consistent behavioral indicators of chronic pain or anxiety in dogs. The problem is that owners often interpret it as a quirk or a habit and do nothing. If your dog is licking one spot on their body repeatedly, especially if that spot looks red, swollen, or has lost fur, that is not a habit. That is a signal. A vet visit is the right response. And if your dog is licking obsessively but there is no visible irritation, anxiety is the more likely cause. In that case, the licking is a self-soothing behavior, the same way a person might bite their nails or tap their foot when they are stressed. Your dog is trying to regulate themselves because something in their environment is making them uncomfortable. The lick is the message. Pay attention to where it is aimed. Number 5, why they lick your face specifically. Face licking gets its own section because it is the most emotionally loaded thing your dog does with their tongue. In wild canine behavior, subordinate pack members lick the faces of dominant ones as a greeting and a sign of respect. Puppies lick their mother's face to stimulate regurgitation of food. Adult dogs lick each other's faces when reuniting after separation. Every one of those behaviors is about relationship, about acknowledging closeness, about saying, I know who you are to me, and I want you to know I know. When your dog licks your face, they are drawing on all of that. They are greeting you as someone important. They are acknowledging the bond. And they are doing something else that most owners never realize. They are reading your emotional state through your skin. Human skin carries chemical information. When you are stressed, cortisol levels change what your skin secretes. When you are happy, that changes too. When you have been crying, the salt content of your skin shifts. Your dog can detect all of this. When they lick your face, they are not just expressing something. They are gathering information. They are checking on you at a chemical level that no conversation could replicate. Your dog knows how you are doing before you have said a word. And licking your face is how they close that gap and respond. If this is changing how you see your dog, subscribe. We go this deep on dog behavior every week, and it is completely free. Number 6, when your dog suddenly stops licking you. This is what I mentioned at the start, and it is the thing most owners wish they had caught sooner. If your dog has always licked you regularly and that behavior suddenly stops, do not brush it off as them growing out of it or becoming more independent. A consistent behavior disappearing is communication. It means something changed. Sometimes it is physical. A dog that stops engaging in contact behaviors like licking may be experiencing discomfort, nausea, or pain that is making them withdraw. Sick dogs pull back from physical interaction before they show other visible symptoms. If the licking stops alongside changes in appetite, energy, or movement, a vet visit belongs on your schedule today, not next week. Sometimes it is emotional. If something frightened your dog in the context of licking, if they were corrected harshly for it, startled, or if something they associate with the behavior changed, they may have stopped to protect themselves. Dogs do not forget the emotional charge attached to a memory. If licking once led to a negative response, they will factor that in. And sometimes the relationship itself has shifted. If there has been tension in the home, a change in routine, or a period of reduced time together, your dog may be expressing distance the only way they can, not through noise, not through destruction, through simply offering less of themselves. The pattern your dog built with you, showing up and licking you and saying in their own language that you are the one they trust, took time to build. When it breaks, something broke it. So watch. Pay attention to what else changed. And if your dog is pulling back from you, the answer is usually not to wait for them to come around. It is to give them a reason to. Because every lick they ever gave you was a reason they found in you.